And we are live. Let's go.
The dash busy, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tusslin. Booked for 3 years, now you can't even book me. Me and Lil Baby, this shit going crazy. Weezy producer.
Yo, what up, everybody? You know what's going on, man. Don't overthink it back again with another episode, man. This is episode 30. ASMR edition.
See, bro. What's up with
Hey,
you?
man. You know, it's your host, Young and Head, and Mr.
Patrick Haynes.
Hey, man. We got a special guest in the building. We got Ware.
The GOAT.
How you doing tonight?
Greatest to ever do it.
Greatest to ever
Hold
do
on,
it.
bro.
Hey, man. Hey, man. We're chilling tonight, man. How's your day today?
But I've been chilling all day. I drove on the freeway for the first time today, actually. Yeah, bro.
You drove on the freeway for the first time. How was that?
Bro, it was good. You know, I was going like 65 behind a truck. It was almost bad. There was almost no podcast today.
Wait.
You say he was going 65?
Nah, bro. So I merged on the freeway, and like I'm going. You know, you just living, you zoning out, you whipping. And then I was driving with my sister. I was driving with my sister, and she was in the passenger, and she had just got the vaccine. So woozy. You know how it go with the vaccine, if anybody who has it. But then she tell me to get over. So like, I'm a new driver. So like, I can't multitasking ain't my thing. So like, I'm looking, and then I take my foot off the pedal. So I'm gliding a little bit. And I tried to get over, and it was almost bad. I ain't gonna lie, it was almost bad.
Yeah.
Good though.
You got
Right,
all.
does she have blind spots in her car?
I was in my mom's car, so it was in the high tech. So she got a little beeper on the side that beep when somebody there. So if there ain't no beeps,
Nice.
I'm getting over.
Wait.
You didn't check first.
Trying to go beep, beep,
No,
beep,
I
beep, beep.
looked. I looked. I'm just saying, like, like I'm not. I'm just gonna glance real quick, and if there ain't no beeps, then we green.
Oh goodness.
Hey, no cap.
I am never getting in the car with D.
Hey,
Nah, bro.
like,
It's just it's a new driver thing, bro. It's a new driver thing. All right, nah. Like when I first got in the car, I almost got sideswiped like 2 or 3 times, and I was driving my mom in the car. This is like a year ago. I first really started driving on the freeway, all that good stuff. Yeah, bro. It takes a little bit to get used to, but once you get used to it, man, you just bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. You gotta almost die a couple of times to get good at it. I would be lying if I said I've never come close to some pretty ugly accidents, but I'm still here.
Me too.
We've all been there before.
I've had to literally like crash my brakes all at one time because something almost happened. I almost got into a head-on collision. Literally like this. You feel me? Good thing got them reflexes. You feel me?
Nice.
That's the crazy thing about driving, though. Like, bro, you can't make no mistakes sometimes. Like, there'll be a situation, like you make one wrong twitch. You missed the brake one time, and you gone.
No, I missed the brake. I accidentally stepped on the pedal, the gas, and I shot forward, and then I had to like literally stomp on the brakes because I was going too fast. It was in the parking lot too. It was crazy. This was before I got my license too.
You gotta be a professional, man. There's not really a lot of space for movement when your life is on the line. Not space for movement. I mean space for error, room for error. Here we go.
Yeah, you get one of these.
Yeah.
You mess up on the first one, you don't get no second one.
Yeah, but
we're not cats out here.
But we're still alive, so you can tell we're professionals.
Yeah, bro. It's gonna happen every now and again.
We might sell it to class, man. We might even, you know what? We're gonna monetize our driving skills in a minute.
How to drive. We're gonna monetize the driving skills. There we go.
We're gonna monetize the driving skills. You know where it's at? Pat, let them know.
Oh man, this is real early. Okay, look. All right, as you guys know, We introduced the guest yet, right? As you guys know, here's a place. A special. All right, this is too early. I'm not gonna do it yet. Hold up. I'm not gonna do it yet. Hold on.
It ain't never too early for no promo.
Hey man,
You know what? You're right. This is why the guest is here. Okay, there is a place, a special place, where all the greatest of the Don't Overthink It community reside.
the greatest
To ever do it, and the greatest to ever come. The best and the brightest, men and women.
That's
They
right.
come together, and we have service. We have
Great
prayers.
service.
Prayers come together. We all have feasts. We all love the Lord together. That place is the Patreon. $5 a month.
$5. Go check it out right now. I'm so mad this is inverted. I keep going to the left, but I keep going to the right. It's all good though. $5. But since we got off track
a month
for the first 5 minutes of the podcast, or 6
you can have salvation. There you go.
Pat, go ahead and introduce the guests we have tonight. We kind of got off track, but it's cool though. Go ahead and introduce the guests.
All right. This guest is a very special guest. This is a man we have known for a very long time at this point. Right? Both of us. This man has been around for a while. This man is professional politicker, kisser of babies, handshaker of men. Right? This man is a college basketball player, if we should say so. This man is also a student at De Anza College.
That is correct.
This man is Deboyce Ware. Deboyce Ware.
I am he.
Forgot to add the junior, man. Forgot to add the
Deboyce Ware Jr.
The junior, yeah.
Deboyce Ware Jr. It's the Deboyce Ware Jr.
You on it, Mar?
Very special guest, man. How you doing today, D? We already actually went over that a little bit, but how's it feel to be on the podcast?
It feel good, bro. You know, it's like you live, people watching you, and like it's different than a conversation because it's like you gotta listen to me. Like if you're on the podcast right now, you cannot click off. You listening to us for the next how long? An hour and a half, hour 45, however long.
It depends on how lit we get. We
however long the podcast is. You better stay the whole time. We watching everybody. We see who watch, see who don't watch.
Yeah.
So, Pat, go ahead again. The first thing, first topic tonight.
First topic. First off, Red Man, I gotta ask you, what are your thoughts before heading into college and becoming a college basketball player, man? What you thinking about? Anything you're scared of? Anything you're worried about? Anything you're excited about?
Oh, nah, bro. Honestly, on my visit, I practiced with the team a little bit, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was scared for like a week. I was spooked for like a week, bro. I was like, bro, it's bad. I need a red shirt. I can't run. Like, bro, it's different because I played with y'all for the last like 7 years. It's different. Like if I sell, like if I game on the line and I miss a three, that's my reputation for the next 2 years. With y'all, bro, I didn't care. Like, I missed a 3 years. Like, hey, Chan, you know what I'm talking about. It's good. I got ammo with y'all. With them, I ain't got no ammo yet. So honestly, I was spooked for like a week, bro. I was like, I was doing drills I ain't never done before. I was just running in circles. I don't know, bro. I was just trying to get better as fast as possible. And like in a way it was good, but like it took a phone call from like 4 or 5 different coaches to be like, you could do this. You could jump in right now. You could play. This coach, shout out Coach D. He wants you. He wants to play with you. Like, okay, hold on. Like,
just keep going. It's okay. Just keep going.
He wants you to jump in because the coach is like real sincere. He's like, I want you in the lineup. The whole spiel. And like, I was spooked though for like a whole week. It was bad.
Hey man, I'm glad you're honest here, man. It's not abnormal to be nervous going into college basketball,
Yeah. So it sounds like it's been some struggles off the rip. All right.
What? Yeah. So how you feeling now after practicing with the team?
Oh no, I feel better after because I sprained my ankle like 2 weeks ago. So now I was feeling better to, I get my movement back and stuff. But honestly, the biggest thing about going to college is like living on your own. Because I'm going to get my own place out there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm about to set my own rules. I'm playing the game until I want to get off the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, if people don't know where Deanne's is at, where's Deanne's located?
Cupertino. It's like past San Jose, but like a little bit. It's like on the border of San Jose.
So you're still relatively near the Bay Area, still kind of in NorCal a little bit.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half away from Stockton, so it's not that far, but it's not like next door.
Still close to the family.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. All right. Question, man. So taking this next step into college, being a college basketball player, are you nervous at all, just being on your own at all?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I guess from the people I've seen in the chat, most of you guys know me. Like I'm a mama's boy at heart, so like it's definitely gonna be some struggles at the beginning. Like I ain't never walked into the grocery store without my mom pushing the cart. Like what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be eating raw almonds and Snickers for 3 weeks until I learn how to grocery shop and cook, and like it's gonna be bad. It's definitely gonna be bad.
Hey man, that's why you got your mama. Hey, that's why we got FaceTime.
That's why we.
Bro, my mom got a Droid. Ain't no FaceTime.
Hey, there's Google Duo.
That's why we got. Oh goodness.
That's why we got Google Duo.
Dirty.
I'm not downloading Google Duo.
Dirty.
Bro.
Good
man. You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day, man. You feel me? Yeah. Pat, what you got for Mr. Deboyce, man?
Google Duo is disgusting. All right.
Hey, I got a Google Duo with my dad. My dad got a Droid, man. We got making it work.
We're gonna have to upgrade, man. That's a sign of goodwill right there. The whole family is gonna be appled up. That's the next step.
Man.
Yeah. Guess we get the whole family appled up. Hey, look at her. She's in the chat too.
In the chat, laughing.
From the Droid itself.
Sent that on the Droid.
From the Droid.
You know what, man?
You see, there ain't no emoji.
As soon as you get out the mud, man, Mama gets an iPhone. She gets an iPhone. We can start FaceTiming and no Google doing.
Yeah.
Google Duo. I ain't used that in my life.
Yeah, I'm not using it either. My mom got an iPhone. Yeah.
See? Like, come on. I know for a fact Miss Candace got an iPhone. Yeah, I know for a fact Miss Candace got an iPhone.
You got Tanya download Google Duo so you can FaceTime him. No. Get out of here with that.
Get an Apple product.
All right.
Google Duo.
It's okay. I'm going to be real. And Android's been making better phones than Apple for a long time now. We just don't care.
At all.
Yeah, straight up. We don't.
To be honest, they really do. A lot of especially the higher Galaxies and Android and stuff like that. Their camera quality is magnificent.
Crazy.
Everything's
crazy.
very, very simple. You know.
Yeah, they got really good phones. Apple's just better though. I don't like messages being green.
Especially quality of a phone. To be honest, when you really think about it, like your iPhone will start just gigging on you for no reason.
iPhone, we don't care.
Talk to him, Jay.
We don't care.
We don't care. That's my sister. Shout out to
Maite.
We do not care.
Another question. Go ahead, Pat.
All right, Pat. So you got a lot of guys hooping out here, man. A lot of youngins. They don't know what they're really doing, man. As a youngin ourselves, we know it can get kind of grimy out there, man. You can get a little lost. All right. What advice do you got for guys trying to follow your path, trying to get to college? Because I'm gonna be real, bro. When you in high school, them college doors were looking kind of hazy. It's not guaranteed at all. You don't know if you're gonna get there or not. What should you say to them?
But I've had the same quote. I forgot. I don't remember who said it to me, but it was just do your homework early. And it's like it just applies to everything in life. Like at some point in time, you're gonna have to get in the gym and work on your body. You're gonna have to work on your skills. Like you just can't keep pushing it back. Like, all right, my junior year, I'm gonna be dunking. Like, bro, you just gotta work out now, and then you'll get there. I think that's the biggest mistake people make is like, especially like take us, our team, for example. Like we had so much raw talent that we were just beating people. Like it was never like an out skill thing. They were just like terrible, and we were just naturally talented. Like it was just we never really improved that much individually to where we could have been a powerhouse high school. And I'm not gonna say we fumbled it or we didn't do that, but like because we definitely set school records, whole lot of things. Don't get into the accolades.
Yeah.
But like I think definitely the advice would be to do your homework early, that quote. And then the second thing was to enjoy it while you can. Cause like I remember being 7th grade in LA, stressing like a scout was gonna come watch me. Like, bro, they not watching you, bro. Like enjoy. Our mom used to yell at me in the car rides home. Like, are you taking this serious? And I always used to be like, yeah, because like, you want to say, yeah, I'm taking this so serious, but you're not. Like, you're 7th grade, you're 13, bro. Have fun. I think I'd never had fun, but I never took the chance to be like, to just like, D broke like 10. I sure did. Shout out to Jay.
Records. Yeah.
I sure did. But it's just like when you're younger and it seems to like be more serious than when you get older and you really understand how it works. So like my senior year was probably the most fun basketball I've ever played in my life. Like to this day. It was fun. From watching Mari step in off the bench against Turlock Christian and hand down, man down somebody, back-to-back possessions. And then we had Jay trying, what did he do? Oh, he caught the oop and hung on the rim for 13 seconds and got no tees.
Yeah.
But I think it would just be to have a whole lot of fun and to do your homework, to keep working on your skills, but have fun while you're doing it. Because like the ball's gonna stop bouncing eventually. Whether you make it to college, the pros, it's gonna stop bouncing. So I just have fun.
Yeah, it's gonna stop bouncing, man. And I'm gonna be real, bro. If you do it right, you should miss it. I did it wrong. Right. What was I gonna say? There's a quote, right? It says, "Youth is wasted on the young," and you know what? Yeah, there's a little bit of value in that, right? I want to know, like, what is it about being older? Everything just clicks when you get older. When you get to the end, what is it about that, man? That's weird. Cause it's like that with everything. It's not just basketball.
The experiences, man.
Yeah.
You experience all the things. I mean, when people talk about things and stuff like that, you're not going to really understand until you actually go through it. When people talk about, oh yeah, when I was here back then, when your parents talk about this, oh, you understand when you get older. That's a real fact. They're not playing. Like when my mom was on here talking about, just live a little bit longer, and that's a real thing. You're gonna learn new things every day. That's just common sense. When you let's say you dribble a ball every day, right? Mm-hmm. 5 months later, you're going to be a lot better at dribbling that ball because you did it every single day. You got better every single day. That's just like with your mind.
Experience works.
Yeah,
I could have sworn you tweeted it, Patrick. You said like just living life is the best learning tool you can have. Like it's just like like to the beginning of the podcast for those who are here, the driving thing. Like now I know. You got to pay attention to everything when you're driving. It's just a learning experience, and now I'm better at that thing for that. It may not be instant. And to the chat, yes, I can dunk. I do whatever dunk you want me to do.
Nice.
Like a 2-hand windmill.
There we go.
360 windmill. East Bay 360 windmill between the legs. Hit
touch
you in the
ceiling,
face.
kick the moon, and then dunk it.
Hey, man, jump on top of Saturn, come back to Earth, and still dunk the ball before you get out of bed.
Yes, my DB, we need you to dunk on Patrick then. Wait, where is my? Hold on, 600.
Wow.
Moderators, get him out of here. All right. CM Prime's pretty cool. He's a cool guy.
E. Hank said you can't windmill. What do you got to say to that?
Eric,
I will get the Bear Creek D line back on you again. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That was coming.
Hey, man.
Yes, the boys can drive, man.
Hey.
And I can drive.
The Bear Creek line is there's some menaces. They had the Black Forces on that day, and never mind, Eric, you just didn't win that battle. It's okay. When people have Black Forces on, people on the other side of that battle tend to not win, and then you just happen to be a loss that day. It's okay.
Happen to be him.
Question for you, D. What is your main motivation every day when you wake up?
My main motivation is like, that's a great question. It's just honestly, it's a lot of things. Like high school, you got. I guess maybe Patrick wasn't there, but like, remember when Coach John talked us in the corner after our last JV game? We went undefeated, and he was like, "Life will go by like super quick." That's honestly my biggest motivator. Like going through high school,
Yeah.
and blinking, and then it's the next summer, and then it's the next summer, and then it's the like, bro. Now I know like life isn't gonna slow down. You got to keep going, and you got to go faster, and you got to jump ahead. So I think right now I'm just working as hard as I can to get as far ahead as I can before, because like I ain't got no kids, I ain't no bills. Like I just want to get as far ahead as I can before those things come, and then it's like now I have a cushion to cushion me from learning those experiences with my first child or my first mortgage or my first car, like that kind of stuff. I think that's my biggest motivator right now.
Makes a lot of sense, man. That's what we preach, man. Trying to get to it now and not later, because who knows how long we'll be here later, man. Because life is precious, man. Tomorrow's not promised. Well said.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. What's your biggest motivator, Mari? I don't. What motivates
Yeah, I
you?
ain't
But I think about this all the time, man. Go catch you when I'm at work, man. Like why do I keep pushing? Why am I doing this anyway, man? Number one, myself. But number two, the people in my corner, mom, dad, siblings, girl. That's it. That's really it. And my future kids, to be honest. My future kids, man, really. And then my future generation. What do I want to leave behind for them? And basically, man, what do I want to leave behind for my peoples, man? Biggest motivator.
That's always a really powerful thing, man. When you're working for something bigger than yourself, that's always good.
Oh yeah, I got a little piece of it. A lot of it, man. Talk about the flexing, man. That's for me. Making that generational wealth. That's for the other family members, man.
Nice, nice, man.
So let's talk about you, Pat. What's your biggest motivator?
Biggest motivator, man. It's gotta be like D said, bruh. It is death, 100%. Like, when I was thinking about before I was going to the Navy, right? When I was about to, like, they have this date that they give you, bruh. It's the ship out date. And when you go to boot camp, you are cut off from the world for like 2 months. And I was like, bro, if I go here, this is gonna drastically change the trajectory of my life, man. It's gonna be wild. I remember going in that office, looking at the guys like, you niggas are not happy. These guys are not happy at all. I do not want this, bro. And so I remember like looking at that date, and I'm like, ooh, I can do what I got to do to get out. I wasn't even thinking about pulling out. Like I was like, whoa. That sounded crazy, but like still, like,
you good, bro. You good, bro. You good, bro.
But I wasn't thinking about like reneging on my decision to join. So I was like, yo, when this date comes, like, it's pretty much over with. Like living life, knowing what day you're gonna die is actually kind of like a cheat code. Because like I was like, yo, I'm probably gonna die that day. Man, I was going hard. I did a lot in between that time. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was working real hard, and I was like, man, what if I just did this every day? So I try to remind myself. And it never fails.
Makes sense. I'd rather not know though. I'd rather just keep pushing.
I would.
I mean, yeah, I think I would too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think I would.
I feel like that'll give you anxiety. And well, me personally, I feel like that'll give me anxiety because then you just think about that day. But then, it's hard not to think about the day. So me personally, I wouldn't want to know.
I mean, look, but like at the same time, you don't take none of this to whatever afterlife you believe in. So like, I think knowing that date, I'll be able to just like the week before, I'm taking a cruise to an airplane, to another boat, to a spaceship, and I'm going to space. Like I'm blowing all the money's gone.
It's gone. I can't take it. Yeah, you're living the life that a man who knows he's gonna die lives a life not a lot of people can understand. Like you are just pushing all the boundaries, man. You will be working like crazy if you know what day it's gonna come to an end. You gotta accomplish everything you want to do. There is no wasted movement when you know what day is getting. 100%.
Hey man, got another question for you. Who keeps you sane?
A whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. Because I know there'd be days where I just wake up and I just be sitting there for like 15 minutes just thinking. My mind just wandering. Like it ain't even nothing sad. Like I might just be wondering, like, bro, what if an airplane just came through the house?
Okay.
Or like you know,
I thought about that with Transformers.
Yeah, or like when you little used to be like faking Dodge ninjas or something, like fake ninjas.
Yeah.
Like I just be like, bro, you got to be prepared. But like I think like my mom, definitely y'all, especially this dude Jay will give me send me 25 TikToks in one morning. I'd be like, bro,
yo,
bro, I say even though she get on my nerves, I say my girl for sure. Even though she get on my like the biggest headache y'all could imagine. That one.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man.
But like, yeah, I see a whole lot of people, and then like just when in doubt, like working out and getting sun, and like even if it's just going on a run or a walk, it could be a walk, but like getting sunlight makes me so much happier, and I never knew that until the quarantine. Like I was sitting inside playing 20 hours of 2K20 for days on end, and then I was just like it just wasn't for, it wasn't happiness anymore. Like it just I was just like playing the game. And then I remember my mom was telling me day in and day out, like, wake up in the morning and go on a run. Wake up in the morning and go on a run. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm up at 7 anyway. So I went on a run, bro, and it just felt great. Like I was like, bro, this is life. This is life again.
Take a little morning run. Hey, bro, that little morning workout always feel good, man. You get up, you feel very productive, man. You feel like you got a good day ahead of you. Got up and worked out, man. What else I'm finna get done today, man? You know, I'm finna make up my bed. I'm finna make me some breakfast. You know what? BS time. Play the game for a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna get back to work.
That's the thing you got to watch out for, man. It's something about when you get up and the first thing you do is work out. What ends up happening that I've noticed is you feel so productive that it's like the rest of the day could be trash and you still feel like you won. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, I can't do that no more, bro. I made that mistake very recently. And by recently, I mean today.
Hey, it happens. It really does that. Look at Jay being petty in the chat.
Right, like, bro, that's not what I said. I didn't say don't say any more TikToks. I said, bro, just take your foot off the gas a little bit, player.
He said, step on the brake just a little bit, just tap it. We in traffic right now, boy. We in traffic.
Man. What's the biggest mistake you see guys make when they're trying to make it in the basketball community, man?
It's for some people it's a huge mistake, and for others it's a motivator. But I would say for me personally, it would be comparing myself to players that are at such a high level that it's like it doesn't make sense to compare. Like if I'm comparing myself to, say that, like when I'm going to college, if I compare myself to the guy right above me, so if I'm the 7th man, I'm comparing myself to the 6th man in my position or whatever. But I can't be at a junior college comparing myself to Jalen Hands. Like, come on now, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to be, or like it just doesn't make sense. I would say that is the biggest mistake you can make. But in a way, you do want to strive to be better than somebody. Like you want to be better than Steph or whatever. But don't compare yourself. Like sell yourself short, but in a different way. It's hard to explain, but like it's just compare yourself to someone who does like kind of the same things as you and is on the same skill level as you, but a little bit higher. Like you don't want to be here. You want to be here. Yeah.
Just climbing up each step every single way until you eventually get to the top.
Yeah.
Makes sense, man. Makes sense.
In terms of that, in terms of looking at competition, right? I was talking to Chandler about this when we were at his house. We got a real deep talk. Chandler's a pretty good guy to talk to. You guys should talk to him sometimes. Right?
Oh, we talk. We had some pretty deep talks, man.
Yeah. I was talking to Chandler about that, man. And this same topic came up. And we were saying like the way you stay motivated in terms of that, because how I want to word this. You work harder when you got some competition. I was telling them that, right? When I stopped playing basketball, bro, I didn't really have anything to work after. I didn't have no competition, right? A big reason why you work is because everybody else is working. You got to be able to hold your own. right? So when you take that away, you got no competitor no more, right? So it's like, who do you compete with? Well, what I do now, you make a villain. You got to have an opponent, right? And this guy is you, right? But he's you, but he does everything he's supposed to do. He get up on time. He get everything done throughout the day, right? Gets all his workouts in, doesn't slack. Anything that you got to do, right? This guy is you, and the reason why it's you is because you take out all the disadvantages and advantages of having to be another person, right? When it's Jalen Hands, it's like, oh, well, like he played for the Compton Magic. I didn't get to play for the Compton Magic. Like you don't get to do that because this is you, right? You guys got the same stuff, and what ends up happening is it starts annoying you because it's literally you, right? It's literally you. And like this guy is doing everything better. You start getting kind of mad because he's beating you, right? So you take your girl on a date. Guess what? He took your girl on a date. His date went better than yours did. See how that starts getting at you, right? Yeah. See, I'm getting motivated right now. Look at you. You guys get a lot of value. I ain't gonna hold you. You guys get a lot of value out of this podcast. Yeah.
So D. So besides basketball, man, let's talk about a little bit of school, a little the student side. So what are you going to school for exactly?
Originally, when I was going straight to a 4-year, my major was political economy, and that's been what I wanted to study since like 8th grade. I knew I was good at math.
What is political economy?
It's like, so there's a other major called political science, abbreviated poli-sci. It's like what you take when you want to become a lawyer or like just learn the political system. And then economics is, economics, supply and demand, that kind of stuff. And it's just combined to where, like, so, okay, I guess I'll explain it in my job. So my dream job would be to work for a big company as an overseer of their economics department. And I have dealings in international trade, domestic trade, all that kind of stuff. And it's just kind of like my own wing. So in a way, it's like I do politics, but it's more economic to where I don't have to be a politician. Like that's kind of like my ideal.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So, first 2 years, do your general ed and stuff like that. And then do you have any colleges in mind after you finish De Anza, or are you
absolutely none?
Going with the flow?
Absolutely zero.
Using basketball. I would want
to, like the world is your oyster, this whole situation. But really it's just like I guess in a pessimist point of view, I didn't do what I had to do to secure a 4-year offer to play basketball in college. So now I have to take these 2 years to do what I have to do and get those things done to play at a 4-year. So that's just the pessimist answer.
Let's go back 5 years from now, right? Let's go to 13-year-old D, 7th grade D, right? 7th grade going into 8th grade summer, things are not getting serious, but it's 8th grade, nothing too crazy. Next year's high school, man. What do you think you're going to see yourself? How did you see yourself or think that you would see yourself when you're 18 years old, graduating high school?
I graduated at 17, just a genius.
Oh, my bad. 17. Just turned 18 a few days ago.
But in 8th grade, honestly, I had such a stellar group of friends that went on to achieve great things. I have friends going to Yale, UC Davis, like all kinds of great academic colleges. So I think I saw myself being the athletic version of them, like mirrored, I guess. So okay. I would be like the kid that did it all, I guess. I had very high expectations for someone that shouldn't have had that high of expectations.
Hey, nice. I mean, as a kid, you dream of like, the sky, man. You dream of, spaceships and all that stuff. So hey, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Who's to tell you that you can't have high aspirations? I'm not about to be in here on no you can do it type shit. I'm not really that kind of person. I think everybody got their limits. You niggas can't do whatever you want to. Absolutely not. But
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like exactly.
Yeah. But if a man wants to get rich, let a man get rich. You guys, anybody can do that. Hell.
Like you could reach for the sky, but like, come on, bro, be realistic. Like, you're smart, but you're not gonna be the first person on Jupiter. Like, chill out. That's unrealistic.
I believe in evolution.
Depends who you are.
I believe if you work hard enough, you can get there. Just how people say, shoot for the moon, but land amongst the stars. I believe in that. Basically getting somewhere around there. I'm shooting for a 10, I get a 9. And then I'm still working for that 10. That's what I believe when it comes to that.
Yeah, I could still throw a band in your face 10 times. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
So what are you gonna do? Pick it up each time?
No, at that point, no. I don't need it anymore. Get yourself something nice.
You talking like 10 bands?
Yeah,
10 bands in the face.
That's a goal.
Person, I hope that person's watching this podcast. If you are, just know in your future you will have 10 bands thrown in your face. You better pick it up. You better pay off some of them bills. I hope you throw it in somebody's face who's very struggling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, you could throw up an advertisement. You have people lining up to get a band thrown in their face.
Nah, it has to happen on the spot one day. Yeah,
it's very random.
So, honestly, describe that scenario?
All right. You know what's crazy? I think about this every single day. So check this out, right? I'm at a restaurant. I walk in. Boom, it's me. Man, I might have a friend with me. I might be by myself. Let's say I got a friend with me. His name is Nikita. Right, he's from Russia.
Wow.
The goose, right? He's from Russia. All right, we walk in. He's speaking in Russian. I'm translating. It's like, yeah, he likes your jacket, man. I'm talking to the cashier. Let me take I'll take a chicken salad, man. That looks like it's pretty good. Cashier smacks his lips. Why are you giving me attitude, sir? See, I was thinking about giving you a tip, and now you want to act all crazy. Wow. All right, I just asked you for a chicken salad, man. All right, fine. I'll go in the back, do whatever I got to do. You know what? I think we're gonna take my business somewhere else. You want the chicken or not? Shut up. Get yourself something nice. Boom. Band thrown in his face. You don't even know. Now, probably being a lot nicer, right? But I'm gone. Yeah.
I don't think he's mad. At the end of the day, I don't think he's mad.
To be honest, if that was me in that situation, I would pick up the money, put it in my pocket, and start a side hustle.
Yeah. Do whatever you got to do with it. You know what's crazy though? If he would have been nice, you could have had 100,000. You could have had a very, very, very rich friend in your phone, but you wanted to be a dickhead. So now you got 10 bands in your face. People don't think like that though. Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
it's a win-win situation,
That's what I'm saying. It is a win-win for him.
Yeah, it's like, 10 bands, 100 bands. I didn't know what I was getting either. So, I'm not tripping. You feel me? And he's not going to know he could have got 100 bands unless you tell him.
Yeah, depending on how upset he makes me, I might come back and ruin this man's life.
What are you gonna do? Throw what? Another 100 bands in his face?
I'll figure out where he lives.
I don't think that's ruining anything.
I'll figure out where you live at, and I'll buy the building and evict you. Just you. Yeah.
That's beyond. That's the most petty stuff I've ever heard in my life.
Extremely petty. Yeah,
that is petty on another level.
Because you pick sides in life, right? You don't live in between. You either ruin somebody's life or you leave it alone. Let me tell you something, bro. If you're gonna ruin somebody's life, you got to ruin their life. For real,
bro. What if they got kids? What if they got a wife?
Should have thought about that before you talk crazy.
Wow.
Should have thought about that before you talk crazy.
I mean, I learned from it was like a documentary on McDonald's. If they really made you that mad, you buy the property underneath the house and then destroy the house. You don't even get to come back and look at where you lived before. It's gonna be just a dump. You turn they plot of land into a dump.
Mm-hmm. Into a dump.
Bro, you made his wife leave him because you evicted him. Him, I bet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should have thought about
Anyways,
that. Talk to me crazy.
While we're talking about houses and living situations, my question I normally ask, I haven't asked in quite a bit, some episodes, but
let's take this back.
What is your ideal living situation? what type of house, do you want nice cars, a wife, how many kids, ideal living situation.
There is a right and wrong answer to this question before you go. But go ahead.
I'm not a super big house kind of guy, but like ever since we first moved into the house we have now, there was a house that we looked at that had stairs with like a balcony, and you looked over and it was like the entrance to the home. And it was so cool to me. So I definitely know my dream house has to have that. Because I just imagine a whole bunch of different scenarios I could do with just having a balcony and an end. Like, but you walk in, I'm hitting you with water balloons immediately. Immediately.
And Patton says he's dropping money on you, telling you to go
But
buy
like,
nice.
in terms of everything else, not much. Just a big front yard, big backyard, the usual kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever sports my kids want to play, we're gonna have that field or that court or that or whatever it is, like a little mini version.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing much. Like just a regular house kind of thing.
You want a lot of kids, or a few kids, like 2, 3, 1, 2?
Nah, I want a son and a daughter.
Makes sense.
I
remember I was against having a daughter for the longest.
Okay, cool.
I definitely want a daughter.
I want a daughter a lot now. I'm not gonna. A daughter has really grew on
me too. We can all agree on that. Daughter grew on me too.
For sure.
Has,
still need boys though. Still need the boys.
Bro,
somebody got to carry my name, but like other than that,
2 boys, 1 girl. Wait, it's a question. Are you thinking
8 boys?
What generation are you? Are you second, third, or fourth? What? And your name?
Technically, I'm neither, because this wasn't my dad's name. My name wasn't my dad's name, but he changed it after I was born on some technicality type stuff. So I guess I'm second generation. But I think it's my great grandpa had D, the ones that's on the screen, and then his middle name was Boyce, and then his last name was Ware. So it's kind of like.
Oh, I see where we're getting your name from now. All right,
yeah.
A little history about Deboyce. All right,
yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Go ahead, Pat.
Yes. How much of it, Maria? You should know this by now. You were a regular on the show. You should know that I am going to be a man of many babies. All right.
Nah, 16 kids. 16 kids is wild.
16 kids is wild, and I want a lot of children. The only reason I take this approach, right, is because I read somewhere, right? Well, let me bring back a little more. I used to not want any kids at all. I used to just want to.
I remember that.
Live my life. Yeah, you guys remember that, right?
I remember that. You don't want any kids and no wives.
I want to know. I just wanted to be alone. I just wanted to be a lone wolf, right? But then I read somewhere, right, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My mentor said this. He said, any man who doesn't want kids is a loser. Only losers say that, right? I don't want kids, meaning I don't want to recreate myself because I'm not proud of who I am. Now, when I look back at who I was when I was saying that, wasn't really happy where I was at, right? And I was like, yeah. And so now, with me saying I want 20 kids, I think you guys can tell where my head is at. I'm that nigga right now. All right.
16 is OD. Like I come from big families on both sides, and like, bro, 16 is OD. Like you got kids raising kids at that point.
Yeah.
It ain't even like
basically.
There's gonna be a time where you just chilling. Your oldest daughter is picking up your youngest son, and feeding him. Like, bro, 16 is that's a lot of people.
Tell you what, my bloodline is gonna be around for a minute. You got 20 kids, man. Because you're never gonna get to a point where you get over it. Like you always gonna be at a point where it's like, damn, I wish I would have had more kids.
Make me think about having 4 now.
There you go. Right, I'm gonna get to the point where it's like, damn.
I wouldn't go over 4. I feel like if it was extreme, I feel like 5 would be the most, because kids are expensive. Even if you don't ask for much, we are expensive. So at that point, I wouldn't want to go over 4 or 5. 4 or 5 is like the for me. You feel me? That's slamming on the brakes. My bad.
I think 4 or 5 is when you're just starting to get into it, man.
Like, wow, that's cool. You could have a whole bit. You got a team and subs. You got 5 in, 5 out, and a new 5 in.
Yeah, man.
To be honest, man, you might as well
split
split
with 3
it up.
subs.
They can just run 8 on 8, or if you have 20 kids, they can just run 2 full teams against each other, man. They will get better each and every day.
Now that honestly, one is OD. I don't want one child. I don't want one. I know an only child. Y'all know Eric. Eric is an only child.
Yeah, Eric sucks.
I'm halfway.
I don't want that life.
I'm halfway an only child, man. I
Eric's pretty cool.
Eric is really cool, and he had a lot of experience. But like, I don't. At some point, you somebody got to toughen you up. I need a sibling to toughen me up. At some time.
Well, that's what Eric has us. We beat up on him a little bit.
Yeah, but like when you bugging out, and you had those. For me, I have those 2 people that's like, hey, you gotta chill for real.
Yeah,
and then you're back in line. You gotta know, like, unless you have super loyal friends that you could count on when your life is on the line, you gotta have siblings, because that's people that I know won't lie to me like for no reason.
Yeah,
man.
It's definitely proud of having my siblings, man. No cap.
You gotta have some. You gotta have some diversity with the kids, man. I'm real. Me and D, you know about this. We don't have brothers. We got sisters, right?
Exactly.
It hit different if they were dudes, right? But at the same time, having sisters is pretty nice. I'm gonna be real, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Only thing I wish for is a younger brother. I wouldn't change my older siblings at all. I wish for a younger brother, but that's it. I don't wish for. I don't wish for an older brother. None of that. 2 older sisters is cool, bro. They be bullying you. Like, I remember I was like 12 and they punched me for my birthday, bro. I cried for like 15 minutes. It was no reason to hit me that hard. And it was at my mom's job. I was just in the office crying on my birthday.
That's how that goes, man.
Hey, man,
having an older brother. It's like hit or miss, though, right? Because you got an older brother, it's a chance he might be a dick, right? There's a chance you might not like him like that. You'll love him. He's your brother, right? But it's a chance.
When you get older, you will, because I have had that experience. Seriously, that's how me and my brother's relationship is now. Like,
exactly.
No cap. Especially my little brother. We used to fight all the time. Now we good. We call each other now. Like, you know, like we good. There's no love lost. I love my little bro. We might not tell each other. You know, in my family, how we tell each other we love each other, it's by talking mess. You know, we say your forehind look like it's dropping like it's hot. You know, that's what we saying. Like, we love you. Seriously, man. That's how we talk mess. That's how we say we love each other in our family.
Yeah, man. And then the thing about having a younger brother, though, is because you get to decide the way the relationship goes. You can put your knowledge on them. You can make a little you. It's like having a son without really having a son. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
In some way, they do look up to you a lot. I did have to learn, because I had my older brother, but I was mean to my little brother, and I wasn't like picking up that he's just watching me and trying to understand what I'm doing, because he not wants to be like me, but he's learning from me, because I'm going through things that he will go through in the future. So I had to pick up on that, and it caused me to get into trouble a few times with my dad, to really pick up on, as your little brother, you got to teach him stuff and not, be mean to him, because he's doing this because, he wants to learn from you. That same thing with my older brother. So.
Dude, George.
Hey, man. Hey, I would say
George.
Having an older brother that is like a lot older, like 5-6 years older than you, it does. Like, that's why y'all be talking about I'm a menace, man. I used to get beat up quite a bit, man. It wasn't that sweet, man. You feel me? We went through our Tusslin and Wrustlin, man. It wasn't that good. Everybody got thrown around. You feel me? It happens when you have older brothers, man. They roughing you up a little bit. That's why you can't just touch me and think it's good, man. You feel me? It ain't good like that.
That's right. You got to develops that early sense of pride. Like, even though I know you could put me in a chokehold, I'm not gonna let you put me in a chokehold that easy. We fight. We fight.
Uncle Shelly fighting back, even though I know I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna fight back. I might be crying at the end of it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put it. But then when it's people my age, I'm letting loose.
You see, that's the menace we talking about.
Hey, man, it ain't good, man. So I tell you, I be chilling, man. We're trying to chill.
Yeah. For those of you guys who do not know Deboyce, D and his mom are very, very close. It's real cool to see. They got a real good relationship, man. What Oh, snap. Okay. How much of an influence has your mom had on you, bro, up to this point, man? Talk about it a little bit.
Before that question, it's crazy to hear that because y'all don't really know the real her. Like, bro, it be wars happening in this house. Y'all don't know how little brother I could be. She'd be chilling in the kitchen. Out yesterday, bro, she was making salmon. I walked in the kitchen, cut the salmon in half, and just walked away. Just living life. Dumb. Like, bro, y'all don't know where she go. Y'all don't know the real her. I think Patrick seen it once. Patrick may have seen it once where she really yelled at me. But I didn't get whooped as a kid. Not for real. Like, it was always a joke. I didn't really get whooped for real. So certain lessons I learned was just like her flipping the script on me. Like, it was never anything physical. Like, I'd do something dumb and I'll be in a position that's just totally embarrassed. Like, I hate to be embarrassed. So I'll be in a position that's totally embarrassing and she'll just sit back and be like, look at you. Now you look dumb. I told you not to do that, and now you look dumb. So I think that's the kind of discipline I had, and that's why I think certain parents see me nowadays like as I'm so mature. But it's not really maturity. It's just I know my mom has told me certain things to do, and I know when I don't do those things, I either end up getting embarrassed or it's a jackpot. And the probabilities that it's a jackpot ain't high enough for me to just be doing dumb stuff. Like you feel me? And I'm an only son. I think that's a big thing for me. Like I'm the only one she got, and she the only mom I got. So it's kind of like a dual relationship we working on. So it's not like if I turn out bad, then I'll be like, oh, my little brother got it. It's not like brother, that's it. And I'm the youngest, so like this is it.
I completely understand on 50% of the side of just being my mom's only child. I understand. It don't be wars like that, but we do talk about a lot of intellectual stuff. It is cool. Mom's like, like my best friend, a little bit, talk about a lot of stuff, I could go to my mom, talk about girl problems, stuff like that. Like, no cap. Like I've had before. Like real talk. Like we talk about everything.
I ain't ever
set me up. I ain't gonna I don't talk to her about that.
Nah, Jay knows. My mom can't keep the tea. She can't hold the tea.
Yeah, that's all bad.
From being a tea holder. I think that was like sophomore year or something. I don't forgot what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
She spilled the tea and got fired.
Say something you wasn't supposed to know. How you know that? And now it's all bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. It brings up me and Miss O'May was talking. You wasn't supposed to tell nobody. That means nobody.
Yeah.
But what was the question again, Pat? We can go back to that.
How much of an influence has your mom had on you up to this point? That was the question, yeah. You pretty much answered it though. Yeah.
Yeah, a huge amount, like 66% of who I am is 66% of who I am is like lessons I've learned, lectures I've gotten, even when she tried to talk basketball, I just flip. My IQ is just higher. Like my basketball IQ is just higher than me. You can't talk basketball with me. But even just little things that I get, she's trying to convey through basketball. That has a big impact on me. When we just finish a game, I know I shot bad. Everybody know I shot bad, and then I get in the car and he's like, "Dang, you shot terrible!" Like that's just.
Oh my goodness, I was there. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
that was
like, a lot of intellectual battles with you and your mom.
Yeah, and a lot of intellectual production too. Like we'll sit around. I'll lean on her, just lean and just be talking about the problems within the Black community or something, just something random. And we'll just be going and going and going, and just I'll learn so much more. And honestly, my mom is the reason why I love watching documentaries so much. Like I hated documentaries; they were boring, old people voices. I'm just watching rabbits jump around in a field. Like that's dumb to me. But after sitting down and watching, I think it was the elephant documentary, and she just explained how they move is so graceful and how they walk, how they raise their children. It made me love watching documentaries and looking past the general, what the naked eye sees. Like you see a bunch of elephants walking around, but you don't see how the mother elephant is covering the baby from all sides of it. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I've learned so much, and I want to care about
Do you care about the problems going on in the Black community?
Yeah, because I know that my kids are gonna have to be black, so I guess in a way,
Hold on. I just want you
in
to
a
know
way,
you are
yeah.
on the Don't
Yeah,
Overthink It podcast, bro.
it's a guy.
You are on the Don't Overthink It podcast, and no matter what you say, you'll never be as bad as me. All right, you can say what you truly feel here.
No, that's honest. Like
Spill the beans.
I want there to be a time where it's just a level playing field. Like I don't wish for a whole bunch of what's it called? A whole bunch of reparations to where now we're so coddled. Like I just want it to be a level playing field. Put me and me that's not black on the same starting line and shoot the gun and see who finishes first in the race. That's
So
my ideal
equal
world.
That'll
opportunity,
never happen.
not
though.
equal outcome.
Yeah, it's impossible, but that's my ideal world.
I feel that. That won't happen though. I like it the way it is. Let me be real, man. Yeah, I like having advantages over people.
We be fighting.
What do you think about men and women? Do you think it's an even playing field? Do you think it's
I come from a home full of women. I think it's I know from a personal standpoint how strong women can be, but I'm also a man, so like a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit smarter. But women, exactly. But women are super strong, and
yeah, it can be.
And the women I know are strong times infinity. Like even the new women to my family, even my girlfriend's super strong. Like it. I mean,
in what way? How?
In all ways. It always, like she can't really. Again, I speak basketball because I'm the best at that in the people I know. So you won't be able to beat me in something I know.
Yeah.
But like they're the women I know are super strong. I'll just leave it at that.
Do you want, in terms of like partner, do you want a like? I shouldn't say strong woman, right? I don't really know what a strong woman is. I don't know I don't know what that means. So when people say that,
I would say strong woman is strong in a woman's category of like, basically like the things that need to be taken care of as like a woman. A woman's responsibilities, I feel like if they're strong at that, I consider them a strong woman. Not strong at things that a man needs to be good at responsibilities wise, because I would consider that being masculine.
So what is a weak woman?
I would say a woman. I determine strength in a woman by characteristics because I was raised by women that I consider strong. I would compare you to those characteristics, and if you don't fit those, man, I'm not going to fight somebody that hit harder than me. But I will whoop. You can't whoop me.
See, Thurman Ware, we do not promote violence on the Don't Overthink It podcast.
You know where I live.
We don't promote. She does know where you live. Yeah.
You know where I live. We can handle this. You know where I live.
Where you go? A weak woman. What is a weak woman? What were you saying? Okay.
I would say the women that I know are super strong. I reiterated that like 1,000 times. So their characteristics, in times of struggle, how much do you show? Like that's when your true characteristics show. So if we go through a time of struggle with my partner and you folding on me, like bro, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah. So the mindset is something that you're attracted to in a woman. How strong are they in adversity? As in, a woman is going to be a woman, understandably. That's what I try to understand every day, because me, I'm like, what you complaining for? Like, ain't nothing going on. Like, it's just life. But, completely understand
even the little things, though, like, I don't like controversy in public. So, like, if I said no pickles, I'll be like, bro, it's whatever. I'll take them off. But if you seek down that waiter and tell him I said no pickles and you make a new burger, then I'd be like, you cool. You cool for real. Because I ain't going to do that. I don't like controversy.
I think I'm like 50-50 when it comes to that.
I don't know how I stand on this, right? So I got to see where your head is at for this one now. I see a lot of guys talking about, so I want a woman who's going to challenge me, this and that, right? That statement right there, right? Before I answer, I want to know where you guys stand on that. Do you guys want a woman who's going to challenge you?
It's really iffy. It depends if they're helping me getting better in a standpoint. If I have a business and they're helping me out with the business, if they're coming up with new ideas or stuff, being, providing value to my life, then I feel like that's okay. I wouldn't say as challenging as in making me work hard for something, like leveraging something above my head. That's why I would say I wouldn't rock with.
What about
it's that, but like to me, you have, if I'm gonna date, if I want to marry you, you have to be able to read my emotions flawlessly, or it's not gonna work. Like if I'm not, if I'm very obvious with how I'm feeling. If it's not a good day, I'd be like, bro, like chill out. And if I'm saying something, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do this today. And you like, that's not a good idea. Instantly, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot. I'm challenging everything. I'd be like, bro, why ain't it a good idea? I can't live. I can't live life. Like I already told you at the beginning of the podcast, my mom let me fall on my face a whole bunch of times and then laughed at me for looking dumb. So I need you to be able to do that with me. And if I'm about to make a bad decision, if it's not going to tear apart my life and destroy the relationship, let the bad decision fly. I'm gonna fall and be like, dang, you was right. And then you get to say, I told you so. It's a win-win. And then we move on from it.
Yeah, man.
It allows the woman to be right,
Yeah.
To me, women are best as sidekicks, right? Not the focus of the show, but they're the cherry on top, right? But she can't be a cherry if there's no Sunday to begin with, man. Right? You got to it's all about me. I'm the superstar here, right? So when I hear guys talk about like I want girls going to challenge me, or my woman is the star of my world, I think you're a loser, right? Because bro, life is a man. If you're trying to be a G, it's hard enough on its own. You go out, you fight 1,000 battles every day. I don't want to come home to another one. God damn, that's too much, right?
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like if it's been a long day and I'm just trying to chill, like, you know what? I'm trying to watch The Flash. He's like, well, that new episode, like, bro, get out. Go sleep in the car. Yeah. I'm watching The Flash. Ain't gonna be no battle on this. Go sleep in the car, go watch the other TV, but you ain't gonna, I don't know where you're gonna go. You're not gonna be here.
Wait, what do you think about, how you see on like TV, right? If the a couple or a married couple gets in an argument, right? The guy goes and sleep on the couch. What do you guys think about it? You sleeping on the couch?
The house is in my name. I'm sleeping in my master bedroom.
Sleeping on no goddamn couch.
And my thing with my girls, like I guess I can't say I never lose an argument. I ain't gonna give up. Like if you mad at me, we gonna be mad together. I'll be like, hey, what's going on, man? And then it's gonna be good. But I'm never gonna just walk out. It's not gonna be that kind of argument where I just walk out. Because if I'm walking out, you ain't gonna see me again. I'm jumping in the whip, I'm grabbing my stuff, and I'm gone into the sunset.
As you should. I wouldn't take my lady serious if she told me to go sleep on the couch. I'm looking at her like you've been watching too much TV. I don't know what you thought this was.
Man, this is not a movie.
I don't know where you got that from. Me sleep on the couch where?
Me. Now you gotta check. You gotta check the friends you hang around because we don't sleep on the couch around here. Not where I'm from.
No, I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. If your girl tell you to sleep on the couch, she don't really want you to sleep on the couch. She just heated in the moment. Yeah. If you really do it, you trust me, you're gonna have some issues to deal with. Way worse than whatever you guys were just talking about.
In the future, if you would push over like that, it's bad.
Yeah. Exactly, Mark. Then you open the door to just getting bullied.
Yeah.
Then you making breakfast. She push you out the way. I want pancakes. Now now it's a problem.
Yeah.
Hey man,
that's always fun.
Yeah, nah. I got it, man. Anyways, do you ever want to start your own business?
In a way, I recently, I forgot what I was reading, but I was reading something where it goes into picking your battle.
Candace says, "Where are you going?" I can answer.
I'm going to my mama house.
Where you going?
I'm walking out. I'm going to my mama house.
Hey,
where you going, Maury?
If my girl can't cook, I'm going to my mother's house as well. If you can't cook, bye. You feel me? My girl has to cook, and especially if you can't cook, it's bad. I'm sorry.
It's very bad.
It's 100%. Bad.
It's very bad. You better get you a what's her name? You better get you a Rachel Ray book. All them instructions to the T.
Good job,
man.
guys. I'm proud of you guys right now.
Hey.
You guys going to your mom's house. I'll go to either my mom's house, granny house, or I'll find a chick that can cook.
Hey,
Mom,
Dad, Granny, I'm going to somebody's house.
I'll go to the club. Yeah, as I should.
I'm not.
You know
feel
what?
me? I'm not finna
Ladies
stick
need
around.
competition.
And we can't eat hamburger helper every night, man. No ramen noodles, man. We can't eat out. You need to cook at least 2 to 3 times a week. At least that's not that much.
Nice.
That's not that much.
How did we get here?
2, 3 times a week.
And like it's stuff that's not hard to cook where you'll have food for days. Like, bro, I'll come home, my mom will have a roast on. We'll be eating roast for weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not hard. Some spaghetti for a week,
spaghetti
man.
is ridiculous.
You can make
you can make some taco meat. You can have tacos, burritos, nachos. They go over everything. So
it ain't gotta be no Gordon Ramsay type stuff.
Exactly.
You just gotta.
It should be though.
The effort, man. The effort has to be there. You might want to make some fried chicken for a few days or something like that.
Hold on. Whoa. No. I demand Gordon Ramsay quality. If I'm out here being a damn G, rich as hell, flexing every day, I'm one of the best men in the planet. You better be out here on your A game too.
Hey, there's levels to this.
When you demand the highest level, she gonna demand the highest. She gonna demand.
Hey, that's I'm looking at the chat.
What the hell is this? What does this mean?
Hey,
what does that mean?
When it's that time, when it's you know, because your girl gonna tell you when it's that time. When it's that time, or that month, right? When the whatever comes at the end of a sentence, don't eat the spaghetti. You feel me? Because personally, if that ever happens to me, I'm breaking up with my girlfriend. You bet not. Yeah.
Are we putting the gloves on? It's a fight.
Wait, what did you say? Wait. I just zoned. Wait, what?
What comes at the end of a sentence?
A period.
Exactly.
What do girls get every month?
When they be making spaghetti, bro.
When they be
making spaghetti, they be trying to get you
with
their essence, bro.
Yes,
they be trying to get you with their essence, bro.
This is a real thing.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a real thing, man.
You telling me that women put period blood inside their spaghetti?
They be trying to get you with their essence.
Who does that? When?
The same girl that be reading the rocks.
Oh goodness, that sounds like right up my alley too. Wait a second.
Wow.
Wow.
You telling me? You telling me
some bloody spaghetti? All right, Pat.
Wow.
What?
You gonna put some Parmesan cheese on it?
Hey,
like, babe, where my garlic bread at?
Hey, what's y'all take on toxic girls?
A little bit of blood ain't never hurt nobody.
Give me a few examples of would you say toxic, as in like argumentative?
I say no, like the toxic, how they be advertising it on like YouTube videos and stuff. Like, my girlfriend is so toxic, or heated argument, whatever. Like them kind of girls. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel what's toxic is social media. I hate social media. I feel like it's toxic if you're posting our business on social media. I hate blems. I hate blems. I hate blems. I've dealt with blems in a relationship before. I hate them. Stop posting them. They're ridiculous, stupid, retarded. It's just gonna make me feel less attractive towards you. So I hate blems. Blems are retarded. What are you posting the blem for? What is it for?
So
you just want me to see it? Why don't you just tell me? Why don't you just
tell
me?
Ridiculous. That's my whole thing. Like, there's no point. What's the point? Just dragging it out.
That's what I'm saying.
She needs drama, damn it. This is why I tell guys, man. If you don't cheat,
somebody gonna swipe up. Because if another dude swipe up,
she needs drama though. She needs some drama, bro.
I'm like, another dude swipe up.
Drama. You could get drama somewhere else. Post a blame about your girl or your other girl, friends.
Michael,
not about
do
me.
That, bro. She look. This right. I disagree with this. I think it's perfectly fine they do that, right? I'm gonna be real. I think this is where you got to lead right here, right? It's better if the drama comes from you, because then you can control it. It's controlled, right?
She initiated it with the blem, though. I'm not gonna. I gotta bring it up on my own. Like,
I'm telling you, Pat. I'm telling you, you haven't gone through a bad yet, because it's the lamest thing ever. It be so. I guess put you in these shoes.
I guess the people are whack. They are pretty whack. I think
so. You're playing whatever sport you're playing, whatever job you're doing. You come home from a long day. you get hit with like a whack argument, and then you chilling on your social media, you swipe up, you see on the private, man, they so whack. They're like, bro, like
yeah,
What?
like bro, like come on, like, right? I ain't even jumped in the shower yet. I ain't got nothing to eat. Like,
you know what I'm doing? I'm finding a girl that won't call me whack, as I should. Wow. And I'll go back to the one that did call me whack, and let's see if she learned the lesson. Is she hard-headed? Hey, that's why we got multiple on the team. All right.
Yeah. So Blims are retarded to me. Very argumentative. I'm very chill, laid back. So if we're arguing all the time, to be honest, like my personality, you're not gonna want to argue with me. Because when I get to a certain point, when I start acting like retarded, like I start like I get like a high voice.
You got it.
Oh really? Oh my
gosh!
Wow, that's crazy. No. You're gonna get annoyed.
My favorite one is you got it. I'll be like, you got it, bro. You got it. You won.
Hey,
there it is. You won.
My favorite thing is right, left. They say something right, left, up, down.
You hitting the cheat code on them.
Okay, I started the cheat code. Okay, I'm like RB, LB. Say
you guys aren't with the shut up gang. You guys aren't with the just stopping it right then and there.
Nah, bro. I just say you got it. Like whatever you're saying, it's just so right.
Because the shut up might turn them on.
Shut up is real. Good shut up.
Wow.
Good shut up. Hey, by experience, they tend to like that. I'm gonna be real. Good shut up.
I'm gonna make it a bad experience for you. So you don't want to do it again.
Good shut up is it? I don't know, man.
That's fact.
Oh, you are right about that. That gets a little rocky. Yeah, you ladies are kind of hard to deal with. Yeah. We got a question in the chat that I do want to answer. I seen you ask this a while ago. Will you cook for your girl? The way you ask. I would cook probably like once a week or once every few weeks. You feel me? It depends because I like to cook. So like this question framed. If I cook, of course it's gonna be for everybody. You know, I'm only cooking when it makes sense for me. It feels a little simpy to me.
Nah,
I don't like the way that question is framed.
It's not simping because it's not something I do on a regular basis. I like to cook because I like to eat food. So if I'm making something for me, of course I'm gonna make something for you in the house too, and everybody else. I'm not gonna be a dick about it. I'm just gonna make myself something. So when I want to try something, like
I'll do that. I want to
make some carne asada quesadillas or something. I'm gonna make something for everybody. You feel me? Now you ate good. I ain't finna go out there and break my back, put my elbow on some cornbread. You feel me? But
exactly, 100%.
Dude is black.
Like I'm gonna have my certain dishes that I'm gonna cook, like every other month. But like I want to learn how to barbecue. Barbecuing seems cool to me.
Yeah, for
sitting
sure.
Sitting out there in some slides and some 2 big and 1 short.
Hello, Andres.
Yeah.
And you just out there barbecuing, like that sounds fun to me.
Hey,
so
man.
I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna throw it. Calling your friends, like, hey, what you doing today? Nah, bro. Just gonna throw something on the grill. Just be chilling, man.
That is so cool, man. Throw someone, hey man, bring your kids over, man. Come hop in the pool.
Throwing something on the grill.
Go slash some old school jams, you feel me? Everybody chill at the crib, man. I like that. Cool. I like them times, man. It's pretty cool. Everybody getting the plates and stuff. We over here cracking black jokes and the whole nine, man.
I can't lie. I want to call that lame, but I can't. Even me, I can't lie and act like that's not always fun. It is
always fun.
Yeah.
It's lit, man. You two-stepping and stuff. You feel me?
You're not gonna cook?
No, I'm not cooking. Okay,
do you not like cooking?
Cooking is cool. I not really. I just cook when I'm hungry, when I need to eat food. But other than that,
there's some things that only I can make the way I like it because it's not the general way of making it. So I have to know how to cook. Like, bro, I love food. Food is great.
Food is pretty cool.
Food is magnificent.
Gets the job done.
Food is great.
I'll be hosting Cookout 2042. Well, thank you, Jay.
Hey, man, we'll be there, man.
I hope he does better when he finds a wife. You spelled that wrong, Candace. You got to put VES on the end of that. There you go.
Wait, what happened?
Wives.
Yeah.
I hope he does better.
I'm not gonna lie, Jay. I remember when we was at Maui.
No, there was just no comma. I hope he does better. I hope he does better, comma, when he finds a wife.
Nah, she
No,
got
he was saying he's gonna have multiple wives.
You do better when you find your wives. You gotta.
What?
She framed it a little bit wrong.
One wife.
Why? What is wrong with this? All right. If a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, then a man who finds two is a goddamn rich man right there. Yeah. Here you go.
I mean, I've been seeing that. What's it called? Is it like poly? It's poly something. I've been seeing those relationships on TikTok.
Polygamous relationship.
Yeah, and they work just fine.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me either.
To each his own, man.
At least I got you to tell me and you can tell us how that's going for you.
Oh well, it'll be cool.
Man, we got it.
Mario D from the block. They already know.
Thank you, Sideshow T.
You feel me?
Wise,
question, D. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, or do you not look that far? Or the next couple years, however far you want to put that.
I definitely look that far. I want to be very established in the stock market. Like right now, when I turned 18, immediately. So,
hey man, shout out to my mom. Hey, these hoes are not loyal, man.
You
can't wipe up anybody.
All of them. He is right.
But I definitely want to be established in the stock market. Right now, I'm learning the ins and outs of swing trading, which is basically when you buy a stock on, like if I bought a stock today, I would have to sell it tomorrow or the next couple of weeks, but I can't sell it within the same day, or that's not swing trading. So that's what I want to do. So I definitely want to be established in that as a side, like making money. And then I want to own, I decided like a couple months ago, I want to own a self-serve car wash place. Like, the ones where you drive in, you scrub your car off.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, they do. I was thinking about that as another business. I
definitely want to own
car wash. Yeah.
I definitely want to own one of those, putting everybody on game. And then 5 years, I don't particularly see myself married, but if it happens, it happens. I'm not mad at that. But I'd be graduated from college. I'd be going into getting out of my first internship or getting established in the actual career I want. Mm-hmm. And then I already said 3 years, I'm buying a Tesla. I don't care. I don't care if I got $72,000 in my bank account. 71 of those is going to a Tesla. I just want a Tesla. That's the car I want to drive.
Like an all or nothing type of man.
I've never been in a Tesla. Have you?
That's the car I haven't either. I looked at them though. I made one. Like I used to be younger, making the shoes on Nike ID. Never worn in real life.
Yes, I used to.
I be doing that on Tesla now. You level up. I'm making Tesla cars. But I want to have my own. Definitely want to have a Tesla. I don't care what negative video y'all show me. I want to have a Tesla. It's just cool to me.
Okay.
And then I guess I don't think I want to buy a house right off the bat. Not within 5 years. Probably live out like a condo. High rise kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then get a house before you have like your first kids, whatever, settle down, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. But I'm going to see myself in 5 years.
So, you believe in before you start having kids to be very, very financially stable, or when do you want to have kids? What age?
What age? So 5 years from now would be 23.
Yeah.
I would say late, because when my mom had me, she was late 20s, early 30s. Mm-hmm. And that's, I feel like this age difference is a cool gap to have. So I'd probably say between 28 and 32, those 4 years.
Yeah. For surely I've made mine now a little bit.
You guys want to be young parents?
Thought about that. Don't want to be that young anymore. I thought about 23, 24, 25. I was like, I'm pushing that back to like 27, 28.
But I was at Rite Aid earlier. I was at Rite Aid today. I was at Rite Aid today. Baby formula like $35, bro. No, I do not want to be a young parent.
Yeah, no.
I do not want to be a young parent. That is bad.
I want to be an old parent, man. Like, got the bulk of my kids around when I'm like 38, 39. Right, that's pretty cool. I'll be an old parent. I'm a real seasoned man at that point. I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
But you got to think, you have your kid at 28. When he's 10, he or she's 10, you're gonna be 38 already. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. And
time is flying. So I think late 20s, early 30s is kind of perfect for me, so that I'm hip enough to where my kids' friends get in the car, I'm playing the hot music, but not like so young that we all in the same, that we all in the same boat. Like not. I can't. I can't be that young.
Definitely don't want my kids to struggle. Yeah, because my mom had me at 22, so definitely want to be a lot older than that because want to be a lot more established. Because I know for her when she's talking to me, she wasn't that much established in what she wanted to do. She could have did a lot more if she'd had me later, and it'd been probably a lot better for me. I probably grew up a lot differently if she had me a lot later. But yeah, want to be at least 27, 28.
Having that struggle is important.
I mean, it is because that's why I'm here today. I'm not saying I really truly struggled, but I'll for surely want a lot more, and there is a lot more to come from where I'm at right now.
Oh, and that is fast, Maria.
She don't understand. Okay, if you want kids before 50, and you still want 20, you better start now. Let me tell you something, Maria. Right, this is why you got multiple Y's right here. Right, we can get them all. We can get them all in there. Right, Genghis Khan showed me the way. All right, I'm not inventing no new formula here. All right, how old am I? 38. First kids are born. By the time they're 10, I'm 48 years old. I'm 50. You know what? It's time for a new batch. Boom. There you go. Got some more kids coming up.
So is you going to freeze your sperm? Like, bro, there's going to be a certain point.
It'll never stop working. I don't shoot blanks. I'm talking about
it's not even shooting blanks.
Gun is cocked and ready to blow.
Yo.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the name of this podcast.
I definitely go for like the middle section of life to be that age as a parent. Like not young, but not old. The right amount to where I've experienced enough to let you know like kind of the guidelines what I went through, but not enough to where I know it all and I'm holding your hand throughout life. Sometimes we got to trip together. You got to be a hiccup in life.
For like 27 is probably like the magic number, or 28. I feel like that's like the magic number when having a kid. Not too young, not too old, still pretty hip. Everything. When your kid's 20, you're 48. I feel like that's good. I feel like I don't want to be in my 50s when my kid is graduating high school.
I do. I want to be
old.
Nah,
I did.
Because that way you're a pro. And then another thing too is like as a kid, hanging around older people is a cheat code. If all the people you were around are a lot older than you, man, you were gonna be on some game from a young age. Like imagine if like instead of the aunties and uncles, even cousins you hung around when you were like a little kid, right? You still got kids your age, right? Because you got 13 other siblings. Speaking from a descendant of me, right? You still got a bunch of other kids your age to talk to, but at the same time, everybody else that you come around in your family, these are grown folks, man. They're 40, 50, 60. They got some game to give you right there, man. Some real tangible influence.
But you gotta think like times change too. Like at the same time, like I don't want to be so old to where, like from a kid standpoint now, like if my mom was pushing 60 and she's telling me you got to do this, you got to do that, like bro, come on. This ain't 1970. This ain't 1970 no more.
Yeah,
like
you kind of look at that as a grandparent.
Stuff is different. Right. Like I don't want to be that old to where I'm telling my kid what I think is the right thing to do, and they're shrugging it off. Like, bro, you graduated in 2021. Like, come on, this we ain't the same. Like, I don't want it to be like that.
Talk about it's 2060 then.
Yeah, like, like come on now.
No, I got it. I like that.
Because that'll be frustrating. If I'm telling you something that can make you successful and you shrug it off because I'm old, like, come on, bro, that's dumb. So I just want to be young enough. I just want to be young enough to where my kids like, you know what? It's a good idea. And then try their own version of it. And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but at least they tried it. Not just shrug it off like, bro, all right, whatever.
It's got to be a way, though, you can get to a point to where your kids are they respect you to a point where your word is golden. How do you cultivate respect in your children? I don't know how you do that.
I feel like it starts when they're very young, and like as soon as they get out the womb, like it's like not like you're training a dog, but you have to be training them and molding them to like, this is how you respect me. I'm not tolerating the BS. This is what you can and you can't get away with, because we know we can get away with certain things, and we know we can't get away with certain things. So it's kind of like teaching them life, but at a small, but in your own household.
I wouldn't even say anything.
What?
Like I wouldn't even say anything. Like I wouldn't even sit down and explain that to them. Like, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. I'm gonna be real. I think kids learn. You got to burn some stuff in the memory. Like I'll go 0 to 100 fast. I'll be sitting there in silence and just start screaming.
But you don't want to have them think your word is so gold that they go by all their life, because now you're already pushing 60. They have maybe 20, 30 more years of your word being gold, and then they're on their own. Like at
a lot of it though, like, ooh, I like that though. All right. So what you do in that point is you just equip them to be self-sufficient off the rip. So if your kid come home, like, I think of a scenario, right? Son come home, man, these kids keep bullying me or whatever, right? Hey, nigga, and lunchbox pretty sharp. Yeah, right? Tough, right? Yeah.
You tough, right?
Hey, man. I feel like that's when the siblings come into play, and roughing them up, defending them, stuff like that. That's why when I have my kids, I want them to have them no more than about 2 to 3 years apart. So like, when they're in high school, they still be at the same high school, picking on, a little sibling, older siblings come and defend them, stuff like that,
I'm not gonna lie. I never had that experience, but from hearing my sisters talk about it, because they were, I think, 2 years apart, like exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think it was good to a certain extent. I don't know how golden being in high school with your older, because I mean, at least in our case, my older sister was a high school phenomenon. She was the most popular kid. She did everything, prom queen, everything. So I don't know, like, if my son is who I want him to be, like a god on earth, like, bro, like, my son is gonna be a legend. He gonna be legendary.
Every man wants.
So I don't want my daughter to be there like, you're D's little sister. Like I want her to have her own, like to be her own. Yeah, my son gonna have my name. My son definitely gonna have my name.
Making it nice.
My one kid gonna have good cousins for real. Bless y'all.
Yeah. You don't have any cousins. See, you guys are laughing at me now. When your children have an army to call on with the last name Haynes, 16. I want you to come back and watch this podcast and be like, Patrick was right. We should.
I mean, bro, you're opening the door to some great possibilities. Like when you sitting at your game and they're reading the starting lineup and it's some Haynes.
Exactly.
Haynes. They're like, bro,
world takeover.
Hey man, don't let your kids play football, man. Yo, you finna have 8 of them all on the football field. We got Patrick Haynes Jr. Yeah, something Haynes.
Call him by their last name no more.
Yeah, man. So you get stuck on the side of the road. Imagine having instead of 1 or 2 people you can call, imagine having 25 dudes you can call on at this moment in time. I'm feeling pretty safe.
I mean, like I said, like I came from a big family. It definitely has its upsides.
Yeah,
it definitely has its upsides. But the downside is like, bro, that's 7 other people to fight with of your same gender. Not let alone you want 8 other girls. Like, bro, that's a lot of people to fight with.
Tough, right?
Allows generational wealth to come a lot easier because you have a lot more, people that you birthed into this world, and a lot more possibilities for them to go into different things.
Whoa.
That's just basically like it's kind of like playing the lotto a little bit. What lottery ticket is going to strike you rich? You feel me?
Let's be real. Not every kid is going to be created equal. I'm going to go ahead and off the rip and say this right now. Oh, I'm going to have some favorites. I'm going to be real. I'm going to have some favorites.
Like every parent does, though.
Yeah, I'm going to have some favorites. Not all you guys are going to be created equal. I'm going to put my utmost energy into the best, the brightest of the bunch. I'm going to put it on them to teach you guys. The ones that are weak will be forgotten about. You guys, the lineage will end there. And the ones that are strong, they'll have children of their own too. natural selection, survival of the
Yeah,
fittest.
I was gonna say. So you playing it like nature? All right. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess it works in some
yeah,
instance.
You coming from me, you coming from this right here, man. You're gonna be strong no matter what, you know. I'm gonna
exactly.
raise you to have that mindset of I don't need nobody to get to wherever I need to get. All I need is myself. Me, myself, and I. You know, my brothers, sisters, around me. We're gonna do this together. If not, I'm still gonna get there no matter what. And I'm gonna flex on y'all when I get there. Even harder.
I think the craziest thing to think about when you're having kids is like literally no sarcasm. I know it's corny, but like everyone is good at something. So like that is crazy to think about. So even if what if that's just what I'm getting into, Jay. Like even if my son is terrible at basketball, he's gonna be good at something. I don't care if he is the COD player of the year. He gonna be good. He come from a great individual. Y'all gotta be great at something.
Okay.
And I don't even care if my son is terrible at basketball. He checking up. He getting 21-0 and going back to bed. I'm dominating.
Your kid don't want to play basketball, and I don't really care.
Hey man, it's no more little bro, and it's literally sunning, to its finest.
Yeah,
literally.
they gonna get bullied. I'm like, they get in the paint. Show you what I used to do to Stockton Christian in my prime.
Hey, develop some dad weight on you a little bit, gain a little 20, 30 pounds.
That dad weight stuff is crazy.
Godly physique.
Godly
physique. The whole time.
That dad weight stuff is crazy. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger now. That stuff is crazy. Like, you just get older.
You gain it in the right way. You really just like, you got big arms, gain in the right way. Everything will be all right.
Jalen, I don't know what that means. Remember private school?
Yeah, Jay, when you coming on the podcast?
Oh, that's funny. I ain't put you. I ain't put you in the school for. That will ever be one of the funniest.
We guys think about breeding. What about breeding?
Oh goodness, yeah, this is crazy.
I think some people have unrealistic expectations for breeding because they're not a good selection. Like they're so focused on my girl got to be this, my girl got to be that. Like, bro, you 5'8" with no bounce.
Exactly.
You're not a good breeding selection.
I like
You're not a good breeding selection.
I like
this. You have to bring something to the table because your kid's gonna have 23 chromosomes that come from somebody who's weak, short, and has no strength. So then you're gonna be mad, like I knew I chose the wrong girl. Like, no, bro, you the wrong one.
It's crazy. So when you think about it, it's like, can you just like, up your, your physique, your lifestyle, and then your kids get the same thing, It's crazy because you weren't born with it, but you got to a certain point, you've obtained it, and now you can give it to them, so it's kind of like an advantage.
Yeah, and you don't gotta breed when you're here, man. You already, because you gotta think, I'm already a god. You look at it from my perspective, bro. It don't matter what girl I talk to, man. I'm 6'5". I'm beautiful. I'm light skinned. I'm rich, sexy as fuck. Me at that point, right? It don't matter.
Hey, you take your pick.
Hey man, I'm glad to be above the average height, man. I was thinking about 100%. This earlier today. I'm glad to be, 6 foot, 6'1", man. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I was thinking, man, if I was 5'9",
like 6'1", 6'2", but like, yeah. I'm like 6'2", but to each their own.
Hey man,
each their own, bro.
Hey man, we wear different types of shoes. We vary in heights, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, I'm glad to be here because if it wasn't for that, I'll probably feel a lot different. If I was 3 inches shorter, 4 inches shorter, my life would be a lot different.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a real possibility.
I think if I'm 3 inches shorter, I'm 6'2", so it's like 5'11".
I'm a 6'2" monster.
Yeah, man. I'm stop. I'm 6'5". Forget it. I'm 6'5".
I say 6'2" because I'm like almost 6'1" with no shoes on. So I throw shoes on, they give me height. I'm 6'2". Unless somebody that I know intimately that's gonna see me with no shoes on, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, that's how I walk around saying 6'1". I just say 6 foot.
Yeah,
Even though
so there's nothing
because
wrong with a little
I'm
boost.
6'1.5" without any shoes on. So
I be boosting my height.
You gotta go with you gotta see. This is what you do. All right, here's what you guys. This is what you do. You don't lie. What you do is you gotta make what you already got superhuman. Right?
For me,
Don't
Sticky,
be
man.
modest. Don't be
You are
modest.
6'5".
Modesty is weak. Right? I'm saying
You are
exactly.
6'5". We had the same conversation over here.
No, it's the same. I'm
We
gonna
almost
give you
got
some
a
game.
5 by our height.
I'm gonna give you some game. All right, look.
You got a 5 on the other side.
Don't be modest. All right, I could walk around and be like, all right, look, okay, I'll take height out of it then. All right, we're all pretty handsome dudes, right? Look, I could be like, yeah, I'm handsome. Nah, sexy as fuck, right? So what you do, you got to play on it. I get my kids have superhuman strength. Mari's pretty strong guy, superhuman strength. Nobody is stronger than us. Deboyce, our kids have hair from the gods themselves.
Palomalu
my hair from the gods.
Whatever.
Exactly. You got to play on it. You got to make it a thing. Now people are like, oh man, does this guy really have like godly hair, holy hair? I got to check this out. Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, don't be modest. That's boring. Everybody's modest. Everybody's humble. You got to be a little polarized.
I'm gonna start saying that from today and now on. 6'1".
With superhuman strength.
Yes, sir.
Mark
superhuman strength.
And dreadlocks from Jamaican islands themselves.
Hey man, I'm thinking about cutting them off really soon, or just I gotta get these together, man. I'm gonna get these together within like the next day or two, because I'm leaving real soon.
Dang. Oh yeah, when do you leave? The 20th?
The 29th. Yeah, I leave on Thursday.
29th.
Yeah,
Thursday morning, man. Crazy. I'm really getting my room together right now. I gotta get these clothes out the wash. I got work in the morning though, but it is what it is. My last day.
Oh, it's your last day?
Yeah,
you finna go on the intercom wilding?
Nah, I'm gonna go in there and have a normal day. I'm gonna go in there, just do my job, make this last little bit of cash, and I'm gonna dip out there. I might get in touch with a few people, get a few people numbers and all that good stuff.
You gotta play that low key at work. Like the first customer you talk to, you like, my last day, I'm going off college. And tips.
No, I
ain't talking about no advice. I'm talking about money. Need some cash.
Man, that is a good thing. No cap. I was dang. I talked to a lot of customers. I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving for college real soon. There's a lot of customers that come in there and that remember me. They're like my regulars. My reg decks. You feel me? They come in there. They're like, when are you leaving again? I'm like, I actually leave this Thursday. Like, oh my gosh, I hope you have a good time. I wish you, the best of luck. Have fun. Enjoy life. Do all the young stuff. I'm like, yeah, I will. They're like, but literally this is question I get asked every single day. Are you excited?
Leave me alone.
I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm going off to college, and like I knew I was going to do this.
It is what it is.
Don't ask us to be excited anymore.
It's not exciting for me. I knew I was going to be here. It's a blessing. Yes, it is. Thank God every day. But I knew I was going to be here at the end of the day.
They don't really care, Mari. They don't really care if you're excited or not. They just want to intrude on your life. Hey, you don't really care.
It's one of those.
Leave him alone.
One of them ones.
Just ask them. You know what? Next time somebody asks if they're excited, you call me. I'm gonna show you some excitement.
Because my thing is like the kind of parents we come from. It's living on your own, but it's not really living on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna call me day in and day out.
Yeah, my mom said if I don't call her every day.
You brush your teeth? Yes, Mom, I brush my teeth.
I don't know.
Cleaned everything up? All the doors locked? Like, bro, it's living on your own, but it ain't living on your own for
You can't say that to me, because I'd be like, no, I just left everything open. Somebody just walk in and just steal everything.
I did leave the door unlocked one time now, so it's kind of like not even a joke.
Damn.
Left the door wide. I'll be like, ooh, left the house.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then on the flip side of that, there was times where I left here and locked everything with no key. Had to do some parkour to get in the house.
I would say that does happen, but I don't remember that. I've locked the key in the trunk before in my dad's car, and we had to call AAA one time. I've never did that again. Never did that in my car. We did that in my dad's car once.
Do not talk about trunks and keys with Patrick and Jalen in the same space.
I wasn't gonna say anything, damn it.
Hey, man.
That is a crazy story. We could talk about that when Jalen gets on the podcast.
Yeah, we gotta
That
get
would be
Jay on
crazy.
the pod.
That would be wild. That is a crazy story, bro.
A very wild story.
That's a legendary story, by the way. How did that happen?
All day.
Silent ride home.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to ask a question for you, D. So, what is your goal financially for your future? Like your ideal financial living? How do you want to be living? Like money wise, you can put a number on it.
I want to be very wealthy.
Very wealthy.
Financially, the physical equity I have, I want it to be enough for me to be comfortable. You know, comfortable enough to where I'm walking in the mall and I'm not looking at price tags. I'm just like, hey, that's a whole fit right there.
Yeah,
go in the cart, cash out. You know, I want to be that kind of comfortable. I'm not looking at price tags. But I want to have enough. I want to have enough liquid equity, like estates, properties, stocks, all that kind of stuff, ETFs, options, all that kind of stuff, to where I can be looked at in a room of people that have the same amount of physical equity I have and stand out. Like I want to be that guy that's like, his net worth is so high, but you know, he's driving around, you know, something that someone with a net worth of like $4 million don't drive around. I want to have a lot of liquid equity.
Okay, no, chill out.
I'm not like y'all. I'm not a flexer. I'll drive around an Acura till I die. Hold on,
you were doing great. Wait, you were doing great. You sounded like a guy that I wanted to talk.
I'm not the biggest flexer, but yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a couple slight flexes. You're gonna see that I'm better than you in some ways. You know,
I'm not a flexer,
but not always. I got to flex a little bit. I just have to. Boys,
you were doing amazing until we got to that point. You sound like a guy I wanted to hang out with until you got.
I knew y'all was gonna disagree.
Why did you do that?
I'm not a flexer, bro. Like I don't know how y'all haven't noticed. I'm not a flexer. I never have been.
No, I understand.
It's just like I'd rather the people, you know how much money I have if I want you to know. I don't need to tell you.
Makes sense.
When they come in, I want to have. So I guess okay. I'd say I am a flexer in a certain. Do it. You know, Jay. We here. But I guess I am a flexer in a certain way because I want it like I'm a Google me kind of guy. Like you would have Googled me like, oh snap, D's gonna be at this event, and then when I'm here, people walking up to me, do you have any advice for a young up and comer? I want to be that kind of flex. Like you're asking me for advice because I've done something so right in what you want to do that you can only look at me as an inspiration. So that's the kind of flex. Not necessarily like, you know, I'm walking around in some off-white 4s or nothing. Just like, which I will do as well. I'll be comfortable. But like I'm not a super physical flexer. You looking at my net worth like randomly. Like it just comes to your mind. I wonder what D's net worth is now. And then you're looking it up like, oh snap, see, if I had that kind of money, I'll be buying airplanes. Like that. I want to invoke that kind of thought. Not a flex. No,
bruh. I could talk to the D. I'm telling you, bruh. It's something about flex. It's a magic that comes with it, though. Because say me and you in the same room, both rich, best friends, right? Boom. We both walk in. D pulled up in the Ford Fusion because he's that kind of guy. Me, Lambo, Diamond AP on the left wrist, Rolly on the right wrist. Boom. Wife here. Her. Who you think they pull up? Who is the dude? Boom, I ain't got no shirt on. I'm just sitting there.
But you gotta think,
chilling.
Like,
who is this guy?
If we have the same amount of money, what's the point? Why am I thinking
like,
about
who is that? I want to talk to this guy right here.
That's fine because what I want them to do is come to me because they've done the research. Like it's cool if people, because say you're giving out free game, quote unquote, you're giving people advice. I want to give people advice that don't really know me and know what I do. So if you look me up and you know what I want to do, then you'd come to me and be like, hey, what'd you do to get so successful? And I'd be like, you know what? You really know your stuff. Because you see how Jeff Bezos dressed. Regular kind of stuff. It's designer. It's designer. It's expensive, but it's regular attire. That's how I want to be. But if you see Jeff Bezos, you're going to be like, hey, how did you know so and so was gonna work? How did you know this was gonna work? How do you know that was gonna work? You look up he's on the Forbes list. Like, I want to have that kind of status. I don't want to have to be a pimp named Slickback for people to talk to me. I want to be me.
So you're the kind of guy that, right? You might just be, randomly walking in a Target, go buy a few things, casually, right? Then you're on a talk show, you're talking about stuff, and then that same person sees that talk show on like Instagram or something like that.
They're like, oh snap.
Oh my gosh. I just saw him in person. What the one of those guys. You're so casual that like you just look apart, but you're really up here.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because you have to think, like, a lot of the most wealthy people have said it, like, you get to a certain point where no matter how much designer clothes, no matter how many cars, whatever, rollies, girls, however much you have, there's a cap to that. Like, there's only so much you can have.
Well, let me get to the cap first then. Let me get to the cap.
Yeah.
The way up is going to be a turn.
I think you're misunderstanding, though, because, like, I'm not going to be... I'm not gonna whip no bottom of the line car. It's definitely gonna be I'm definitely pushing a Benz.
You know what?
But it's just not gonna be a Benz covered in what did Kim K have? That Lambo that was covered in the same material from her clothes. Like, it's not gonna be like that. That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's a lie. Now that I think about it, I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's a lie. I think that's what wealthy people say to be like, oh no, yeah, being rich isn't all that cool. I'll keep all the money. You guys don't want to experience this. So let me tell you something right now, Fred. You pull up in a Lambo, you got models in the car, Diamond AP on, blasting music, you bought the club out. I don't know if your dude talking about, how you doing today, man? Oh, I'm okay. Nah, nigga, I'm balling. I'm turned.
But you gotta think however much money you spent on that, there's still people richer than you. I'm not, I'll do that. Okay, so I guess I'll put it like that. Exactly. That's the line I was thinking of, Mom.
You know, they piss out so much more.
I'll ball out when I'm number one on the Forbes list. I'll put it like that. Because once there's nobody that's richer than me, I'll be cool. But I can't live knowing that I'm about to spend $4 million on this Lambo I'm gonna drive once and then throw in the garage when there's somebody that has $14 billion more than me. Yeah. That's something I can add on.
I'd rather take a nice little Challenger or Charger, something nice, but not nothing too crazy. I still want the the self-validation for myself. Yeah, I got this.
Well, maybe
I worked hard for this. Now I got to get more.
400
and at the same time, I have like I'm the kind of guy where so many people around me have poured their like what they know, their knowledge into me to where I'd be like, I'm gonna buy my aunt a new house. I'm gonna get her whole pool redone, like that kind of stuff. That's where that $4 million Lambo will go to buying. Like, y'all know Will been wanting a Hellcat since he's been born. So if I get on like that, I'll get him a Hellcat. But it's just like I don't really need that kind of things when I'm how wealthy I want to be.
That makes
I got 14 houses.
You guys say this
more than any Lambos.
You say this now. Houses. You know what? Now I'm about to make my life's mission. These guys say this now. These niggas hang out with me one weekend. Pat is on some shit. I got to get what he's on. You say this now. Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. We can reschedule this. We can reschedule this pod in like 10 years. And then we're going to see.
Question: what do you think about bringing people up that like you messed with? Like you say, like somebody you grew up with. What do you think about bringing them up if they're not in a so good situation?
I've done that before. Like, well, not bringing people up, but like there's been instances where I've seen people who are, I guess you would say, quote unquote, less fortunate, and I've had, I guess, not like a calling within myself to like, he looks like he needs help. Because I don't give money out to homeless people unless I'm encouraged to get, like, there's something else that says he needs help to where I give. So I would say my close family, and then anyone where like if I'm walking on the street and I see some dude that's really struggling, that feels like to me has good intentions and stuff like that, I'll donate. I'll bring stuff up like that. But like I'm not the one to just because I got it, I'm not gonna be giving it out. Like, come on now, whoa. I was down at 1.2, player.
Yeah,
You don't have
took
to.
a minute to get
same
here,
thing
man.
as me.
Yeah,
You do the
I
same
was
thing that
down
I
at
do.
1.2. But if there was someone like, I would never let any one of mine get down like that. Like that's just how I am. Like if there's somebody, my aunt needs some food, like bro, we eating feast. We eating feast. I'll teach you how to fish and I'll give you fish. It's not one or the other. You getting
Yeah.
it all.
I like
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah, especially the ones that like help take care of you, help do all that stuff. Yeah, my aunt, uncle, yeah, for surely. Yeah, I get up there. I'm for surely take care of them a little bit. You know what they talk about when it comes to athletes. When they have family members that take advantage of them. I will like if I feel like it gets to that point, and I feel like I am getting taken advantage of. Then I'm be like, yeah, I can't do this anymore for you. Like you taking advantage of me of something that is like I didn't have to do it, but I wanted to because basically not that I feel like I owed you, but I feel like it was the right thing for me to do because of actually I'm gonna just say yeah, I owe you a little bit, but not to the point where you should be leeching off of me.
Well, that's why I said like I'm gonna give them fish and I'm gonna teach them how to fish. Like I'm gonna give you. So you want to be on. You want to be on what I'm on. I'm gonna show you what I did, and I'm gonna give you enough to do what I did to replicate it in some way.
Right.
So if you can't do that, I can't help you. I
Okay.
gave you all the utensils needed. Everything that I had when I started, I gave to you, and you couldn't do it. So I mean, hey, you'll just be eating Bush's baked beans with some hot dogs in it for the next couple years of your life. Because I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you no more. Like, hey, you don't want it. You don't want it bad enough.
Yeah, man. I say don't live in the middle, bro. You pick. You either drag them up to the top with you, or you never talk to them again.
It's black or white, no gray areas, never
Life
gray.
is binary, man. You pick one. You pick one, man. Yeah.
Bro.
You got any questions for us?
Nah, but I know y'all personally. Like it's just like, and I've been on every one of the 29 other podcasts that's been live. Ain't too much we don't know.
Yeah,
I guess how do you feel about going to college? Like, what are you gonna do with this? Don't overthink it. What are you gonna do with this vision once you leave? And this is a question for Pat too. Once Amari leaves, what are you gonna do with this vision? Like, what is the end goal here?
The end goal, right, is to inspire. How we're so ambitious as young people of doing big and great things. The goal is to inspire those in our same position, in coming years, and right now to build off of what we have now. To build like an empire of basically knowledge and value our political views and everything of our personality and everything, really just inspiring people and giving people value. When I go to college, we're still going to do podcasts. It's going to slow down a little bit with the production, but the podcast is probably going to have a lot more value because it's going to take a lot more time for them to get put out because I'm gonna be busy with school and stuff, and then Patrick's gonna be busy as well.
Yeah,
but especially when I move out to college, I'm gonna have the podcast, school basketball, and the e-commerce business, which is going to be my clothing line online.
Yeah. And that's why Mari's here, man. You know what I'm saying? We work really good together, right? Mari wants to leave an impact on the world. I'll be real. I don't care about impacting you niggas. I want to get rich. All right, that's what I'm here.
I'm gonna do that same thing.
There we go. Right,
but leave an impact.
And hey, if impacting your lives and helping you guys get better is the way for me to do it, then guess what? You guys are gonna be some great individuals. I will stop at nothing. Put the money in my bank. All right. That's why I'm here. Straight up. The podcast was a business before it was a podcast. And you know what? I think it's time for another promo, Mar. What do you think?
Patrick, you're reading my mind.
I'm going to tell you guys about a place.
It's an awesome place.
A special place, man. This is the place where you guys can literally help accomplish the goal of the podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
not only will you help us accomplish what we want to accomplish, but you accomplish your goals as well. You got to give to get. And right now, I want you guys to give to the Patreon, right? Because what happens when you give to the Patreon, all the answers, they come flooding into your brain. $5 a month. $5 a month.
$5 a month. Join the Patreon. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe now, man. We've been at 113 for about 2 or 3 days. We hate being stagnant, man. We got to keep pushing. Even if it's just one subscriber a day, we got to keep pushing, man. We need to keep growing. Like, comment, and share the podcast, man. I feel like this was a dope episode. This is our longest episode.
Yeah, it is our longest episode.
We're about to hit 2 hours on this thing, man. It was just free-flowing energy, free-flowing conversations. We were getting on topic and getting back on topic at the same time.
Yeah. This has been Don't Overthink It. Join the Patreon. This has been Don't Overthink It After Hours.
Don't Overthink It podcast, man. Episode 30. Starring Young in the Head and
Patrick.
The special guest in the building.
Greatest to ever do it.
Deboyce
Ware.
Sir.
Yeah, we're gonna catch you guys later.
Yeah. Peace, guys. Please just wait for me to get my
The dash busy, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie.